What's good, guys? Your boy, Mr. Old School Rider. Come back at you one more again on the main channel. I got a special guest at this time. You remember him from season one. I have Mr. James Turner III from Hankin TV. He told you about it last time. What's Hankin? Now we know what it means. He is glow up. What's going on, James?
What's up with it?
I'm chilling on, man. We do appreciate you for coming back through here, man. Man, the streets are talking, man. You out here doing it, fam. What's going on?
They talking?
Man, you taking off over here.
I'm trying to, man. You know what I'm saying? I learned from the best, man.
I mean, we chopped it up a little. I mean, you gave me some great pointers, yourself, and we pretty much gave you some information on my end how to do what you need to do, man. You took the ball, man. You out of here, man.
I'm trying to be, man. You know what I'm saying? Just working hard, man. I think people think just because you get a computer and a microphone, you know what I'm saying, you can do a podcast or do interviews or anything in the media field, man. But they don't know, man. It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about last time when we chopped it up, man. This is woo. Sometimes you're gonna have like audio issues, people flaking or equipment issues like I had last night with my two guests I was supposed to have on, but I got another computer. We're gonna be good now. But yeah, you actually on the new computer right now, actually, James. You broke it in tonight.
Okay.
But you got to have backup microphones, cameras, and stuff like that. I know you got the equipment. So tell us about what's going on since last time. I know your content was pretty much kind of focused on your time when you was in prison, if I'm not mistaken. Like the meals and stuff like that. Your platform took like a whole 360, man. We digging on it, man.
Yeah, well, since the last time, man, when we did the first interview, man, I was going to school, so I graduated. I graduated my bachelor's degree in digital cinematography.
So congratulations, man.
And I'm really just trying to take my channel, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole purpose of my platform, man, how I came up with it, man, I was like, Dayton, Ohio, man, the land of funk. You know what I'm saying? The home of the Dayton wire wheel that's so famous, and we got so much talent down here, man. And we also rich in history. And I was feeling like, man, our talent would stand a better chance, man. I think if they had a platform that put them out there. So I had did my research of different outlets around my city, you know what I'm saying, and really want nobody doing what I was doing, so I decided to do that. But at the same time, it's just not a platform for people from Dayton. It's a platform for anybody that's hanking, supplying the demand and consistently turn a profit and trying to, you know what I'm saying, make the world aware of their brand and what they got going on.
Man, you most definitely wasn't playing around. Sure, man. Whew, yeah, you did that, man. You took the ball and you rolled. You shot out of here like a rocket, man. Man, they trying to say, man, you keep doing your thing, man. You're gonna be the next saycheese around this thing in a minute, man.
And I hope so, man. That's what somebody that told me, man.
Shoot, I ain't the first ones, man. I heard it a few times from other folks, man. I'm like, yeah, that boy in Ohio doing it out there, man. How you connected to the streets and also corporate, man. You doing that right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be making my rounds, you know what I'm saying? Just here in January I went down to Dallas, you know what I'm saying? But I'm about to start making my rounds and go around because like I said, man, it's bigger than just dating, man, and it's all about networking and unifying with other people, man, that's in the same lane and got the same ambitions as I got.
Sure, man, they blowing you up over here, buddy. Your phone ain't dry.
Bad.
You want to catch that real quick, or you good?
I'm good. I meant to put it on mute.
Oh yeah, I saw you went to my crib at D Town, man. I saw you out there doing your big things out there with Gangsta and them as well, right?
Yeah, he had invited me to his welcome home party, so I went down there. You know what I'm saying? Show support, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, networking and linking up with other people.
Oh yeah, man. That network is going to make the dream work, man. You most definitely correct on that. So tell us a little bit more about your platform and where you have it now.
With my platform, like I said, man, it's basically it ain't just centered around artists and talent and brands and dating. It's for anybody, man. I tell anybody all the time, man, if you got something you try to get out there, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, as far as right now, I mean, this is what made me started, man. Because when I first wrote my book, man, Hanking in Love with the Game, man, um, I had people who invited me on their platforms and stuff like that. And then when I was trying to find other platforms that caught my interest that I wanted to go on to kind of promote, you know what I'm saying, promote my book or tell people about it or just about me or any of my life journeys, I've seen where people, I mean, I know it's a business, you know what I'm saying? People wanted to charge me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, at the time, man, when people first starting off, man, everybody ain't got, I got a budget for that, you know? So
Man.
I'm thinking, like, man, if a person trying to do their thing. I know in the beginning they might not have a budget for that. So what I want to do, man, I just want to provide a platform, and at the same time, helping them gonna help me because if they make it, I'll make it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing I be talking about, man. Networking, people working together.
Oh yeah, that's facts on that. I know season one back in. Yeah, I know season one. I really didn't spend much money to get guests on. I think I only paid like a couple people. They didn't want to take it, but I gave it to them anyway. Yeah, on season two, I went over budget just a little bit. You know, I was shooting my shows at a hotel, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I'll be going back to that here in a second. But season three, it's pretty much the combination of mostly season one and a little bit of season two, but it's got a perfect blend right now. What I also noticed about your platform, man, you hitting them like at least twice a week.
Yeah, sometimes three, man. Twice a week. What I try to do, I try to give people content in the beginning of the week, in the end of the week, and then what I'm gonna start doing. I like doing my interviews live, man. When I do them live, I feel like they more authentic. You know what I'm saying? We gonna catch all the bloopers, the blunders, and give a person a chance to really speak to what's on their heart. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give people probably some interviews at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week, and then in the middle of the week, I probably just throw in some recorded content. Like I just recently threw up a prison cooking video. I'll be doing prison stories, man, because although I'm where I'm at now, man, people and one of the reasons, man, so I don't like to toot my own horn, man, but sometimes I have to, man, because coming where I've come from, man, and been through the things I've been through, and then for me to be where I'm at now and knowing where I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a real inspirational story, man, and I think it'll help people not give up and help them follow their own dreams.
Oh yeah, it's a great platform that you have. I know you also talk to the street folks, the music industry, and also you deal with mostly people that have business that's making moves and making money and stuff. That's what we like about it.
Hanking, when you can supply demand and consistently turn a profit, that's what we're doing over here, man. We hanking.
Hey, that's what's up right there, man. I'm gonna let you have the floor a little bit longer. I'm gonna let you talk real quick. Do your thing, man.
Well, man, I just want to let everybody know about Hankin TV, man, the platform. Like I was explaining it, man. One thing I do want to tell people, and sometimes people's getting their feelings, man, and it's business. Sometimes people hit me up to come on the platform, man. But what I do, man, I like to choose people to come on the platforms. Like I say, I try to bring people on the platform that I feel like is hanking, that's supplying the demand and consistently turn a profit. And I think they just need that little extra push. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it ain't just a dating thing. It don't matter where you at, man. If you got a brand, music, anything you're trying to push a business, hit me up, man, and let me help you get out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if they make it, I make it, man. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things, and this is one of my things growing when I was in the streets, man, hustling. I said you got to sometimes you got to give out testers. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, man, you got to give to receive, man. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when I extend an invitation, man, and do a favor from a person, I don't expect nothing in return, but I know I get it back on the back end.
Oh yeah, you
Also,
right about that, man.
and then also I got the book Hankin' in Love with the Game. You can get that at hankintv.com. I just got the new logo made, so I'm about to have merch dropping soon. Um, I got like 20 something
That logo
interviews.
fire, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. You know what, man? It took me forever to come up with that logo, man, because I wanted something. I didn't want nothing street, and I needed something to represent me. And by me being Hankin TV, I didn't want to use a TV in the logo because everybody who got TV in their name, they got a TV in the logo. So what I did is Dayton. We did that's the Gym City. So I and then Ohio State. So I played off the Ohio State logo, and then instead of the Ohio State O, I used the diamond for the Gym City, and put the Hankin TV on it. Then I put the city behind it, which represents the city. Then instead of birds, I put music notes in the air because this is the land of funk. And then I put an airplane because this is also the home of aviation. So the logo definitely has a meaning behind it, man.
Oh yeah, I think I was very close too. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, but he got a combination of everything. You got the color scheme because of the hawk. I mean the Buckeyes, and you got the
Right.
airplane for the, I mean the jet for the airplane. Then you got the music. You guys are pretty much, you pretty much doing y'all thing on music, man. Historically,
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. How deep Dayton, man, is tapped in, man, in the past and in history with music. Like I said, we got a lot of music art. We got some hot artists down here, man. R&B, rap. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody really from Dayton, man, really the blue, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's about that time, man. And with this internet, man, and technology, it ain't no reason, man, for nobody not to be made it out of the city, man. You know, because Dayton, like I said, it's the land of the funk. Ohio players, Roger Troutman, Slave. So we got a lot of historical music people from Dayton that they using in mainstream music now. You know what I'm saying?
sure, y'all in history books. Like you said before, I'm a car person myself. You got Dayton Wire Wheels, made in the U.S. right here.
And you know what? I just thought about that the other day, man. I said, man, I keep talking about Dayton, the land of the funk. I say, I forgot we got the wire wheels, and the wire wheels is famous all around the world, man.
Man, they've been around since like 1919 or something like that. They've been around, before the Great Depression or whatever. Everybody, right? I mean, if you got the money, if you want like great quality, those are the wide wheels to get. They made right here.
Right.
Ain't
And
no
then
Chinas or nothing like that. They right here. Everybody trying to copy, but can't duplicate the quality over there.
right. And then the thing about the Dayton Wire Wheel Company, it was right by this project we got down here called Dunbar Manor, right by the projects, man. So it wouldn't be nothing one day just to be out there and they have like a forklift and they got some bad rims and they throwing them in the dumpster, they move it in the dumpster, fall over, and it's just rims rolling down the street, man.
What? Oh
Yeah.
man.
I was just thinking about that the other day, like, man, this is the home of the Dayton Wire Wheel, man.
Man, you can repair those, man. Them bad ones, you can get somebody to, redo them real quick. Might cost you a little something, but I mean, you got authentic Dayton wire wheels.
Right, but man,
That's it.
man, we was breaking in there, stealing them, and then the ones they called that had defects, they wouldn't do them but take them and recycle them and do something else. But we was getting them, and people wouldn't know the because what they consider defect, we would consider a defect. You know what I'm saying? So your Dayton wire wheels, that was real big, man. And it's right in the hood, it's right in the ghetto, man.
All right, there you go, man. Pretty much like you get clothes from like Ross or Burton Coat Factory, they like the B grade stuff. Every now and then you'll get A1 stuff, they'll slip through there, but sure, the B grade stuff is still the same. It might have a scratch on it, but I mean,
Right,
ain't nobody gonna know till you tell them.
right.
But so tell us about some of the guests you had on your show here recently.
Here recently, man. Well, I'm gonna talk about one of my first guests, man. I had he burning the internet. He burning the internet up right now. I had Terrence Gangsta Williams. You know what I'm saying? I had what had captivated me about him, man. He had did first of all, people talk about it's a big talk about he told on the dead to get out, man. We're gonna skip on past that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, people can never say what they're doing until they in a certain position, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember growing up, I used to see my mom, my dad smoking cigarettes. I'm like, man, I never smoked cigarettes. End up smoking cigarettes. I never drank. You know what I'm saying? End up drinking. So people can't say what they won't do, man, until they in that situation, man. But I linked up with him, man, because like I say, was coming home from doing 23 years and 10 months. And I know how it was when I had came home from doing that 10 years. So I really just reached out to him, you know what I'm saying, to kind of like encourage him, give him some advice and stuff. So we ended up linking up. We did an interview, man. We built us a nice little association. So he came on. I did an interview with him. I did interviews with a lot of the artists in Dayton. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like is popping. Like I said, man, I don't like I like to pick the people that come on who I have. I don't have a lot of people hitting me up, and sometimes I might leave them on red, and they might be feeling a certain type of way. And it ain't that they ain't got what it takes, but it's just that would catch my ear. And I'm at the point right now, man. We're down here in Dayton, man. We so hot on the music, man. I'm willing to bet anything I got, man, that if I can find the right artist, man, with the right work ethic, I know I can get him a deal, man, because we got some talent down here, man. And like I said, with this internet, it don't make no sense why ain't nobody in them blue. But we do got one artist that's out here making noise. He about to drop a documentary. His name is Yellow Pain. But it should be more, man. The same way, the East, the West, the South, now Detroit. Now it's about to make its way around, man, to Dayton, man, another part of the Midwest. I've interviewed artists, business owners. Later on the night at 9 p.m. on hankintv, I'm gonna have a business coach come on. She's gonna teach people how to write a three-page business plan. Because when I had her on my show, I had asked her, like, what's one of the mistakes that you see a lot of small businesses making? And she said they don't be having their paperwork in order. And then I asked her, what's one of the reasons why you think small businesses fail? She said they don't be having their paperwork in order. So she offered to come on the show, man, and teach people how to walk people through walking a 3-page business plan. So I got all type of different genres and people and all people different walks of life on the show. You know what I'm saying? I don't discriminate. Right now, what I'm looking for some women that have been incarcerated that want to come on and tell their story. Because one of the things on the platform, man, I like to get a lot of people that got a turnaround story due to where I came from and the things I've been through. And like I say, where I'm at now, I love a turnaround story, man. And you know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna root for the underdog.
Man, you most definitely right on that. I know on my platform, I had quite a few folks myself that's been behind the wall before and got in a little bit of trouble. But I also cater, to my folks that's locked down in or out. Or anybody that has a story, that's what this platform is about. But yeah, man, your platform is off the chain, man.
And I appreciate it. I got a long way to go, man.
Yeah, I be listening in the background when I be driving and stuff like that. I can't chat all the time, but most of the time I'm nerd. You may not see my name, but I'm just listening while I'm driving, doing my deliveries and stuff like that.
Yeah, I done seen you in there, man. I appreciate the support, man.
I mean, I got rock with the day ones, man. Hey.
You already know I'm gonna have to get you up, man. I'm gonna have to
Oh
get
yeah, I'll
you up
come
on
through
there.
one day, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you up on there, man. Because I remember when we first linked up, man. You know what I'm saying? We did our interview. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things I'll be reflecting back on when I do mine. And if people go back and watch the first one we did on season 1, I was in the living room just chilling on the couch. Now, boom, I got a whole setup, lights, camera, action. You hear me?
Oh man, I like that green screen. Woo!
Thank you. That's the cover of the book.
I know. It fits so well, man. How long it take you to put that together like that?
It really didn't. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I lucked up and it fit like that. When I went in to put in the virtual background, it just happened just to sort of fit like that. I didn't have to change nothing or change the landscape mode or nothing. It just happened to fit. You know how hard it is to get them images to fit for the virtual backgrounds. It just happened to fit so well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, nowadays I got most of my graphics. I go through Fiverr, but recently I've been trying to do like a green screen. I try to do it myself, man. The dimensions just don't be working like I want to, man. I'm just
No,
gonna send it out and get somebody to make sure it fit in my
it's some more
virtual
game I want.
background.
Some more game I want to give people, man. And I wish I would have knew it, man, before I have. And my wife get on me every day, man, about all that money I spent to going to school, man. With this technology, man. Anything you want to know, all you got to do is YouTube it. All you got to do is YouTube. I've been going, man. I was banging my head against the wall about trying to come up with some fire thumbnails. Man, I just kept YouTubing it and watching it and watching it and doing it as I watched it. Now I'm about to start doing my own thumbnails, fire ones.
Shoot, boy. Hey, you right there, man. You gonna get it, man. Yeah, recently I've been trying to use Zoom. I'm learning that right now, but we getting there. Man, I'm still gonna use StreamYard like every so often, but I'm pretty much gonna be end up using Zoom. I like the way that it was before my computer crapped out yesterday, man. It was crispy, man. No lagging or nothing.
That's one of the things I was thinking about earlier today, man. You was one of the first people using that Zoom. Now Zoom, everybody using Zoom. I mean, using
StreamYard.
StreamYard. Man,
Oh yeah, I
everybody.
was telling you about it. It's free. I mean, not free, but you pay a few dollars. You can have a bunch of people on there.
Right. But like I was saying earlier, man, people think it's easy, man. It ain't easy, especially if you're trying to anybody, your brand, a person's brand is a reflection of them. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't always get back what you put out, man. But when you trying to lock in interviews or get content, make flyers and promote, man, it's a lot of work, man. So I got my paper, I got my notepad
You
right
ain't
here
lying about that.
with my next few interviews coming up, so I can go ahead and make some flyers and promote them in the order. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I think one of the things I was talking about last time, yeah, just contact the people, man. If the only thing they're going to say is no, man. I learned that in the car business. It's basically like dialing for dollars, man. Hey, you just reach out to either say yes or no. Hey, you got to answer. And the ones that said no, they'll probably come back. I had some no's that came back around and came on the show.
Yeah, that's why I said I get some no's. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, man, a closed mouth don't get fed. So all I got to do is just ask. So I had some people that had some no's, but
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm so stubborn, man. I said the people who told me no's and they try to double back and come back, I'm telling them no.
It's the way they say no, you know what I'm saying? It's a few of them that had like a smart remark or something like that. I mean, I don't have the most followers in the whole world, but y'all have some big people behind me. But you know, I got like a hell of an impact. When they
Right. And then,
try to smart off like that, I'm like, nah, I'm good with that. Other people might have said, no, I can't do it right now. I'll let you know. You know, some of them came back. You know, most of them were blowing smoke. But you
and
know,
then,
they'll eventually probably come back when it's blow up a little bit more.
then people think you gotta have a lot of followers, man. You ain't gotta have a lot of followers, man. All it takes is for that one right person to see you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm trying to tell you, sure.
And then
I ain't lying about that.
with a platform providing visual content, you ain't gotta have a lot of followers. Like I say, all it takes is for that one person to see you, man. Fall into one person's hand.
Yeah, when I had one of my authors on the show here recently, Jay Styles, we was basically talking about this podcast can pretty much be a platform to do all type of stuff. You can launch like an ebook, a regular book. You can do also training. You can do all type of stuff. This is a jump start of a business like in the digital world.
It definitely is, and I think people, man, I'm about to start touching on this, man. People need to start catching on, man, for these AIs, man. This artificial intelligence is about to take over. So I think people need to start studying up on that and get to learning about it, man, because it's taking off fast. They got that Chat GT or Chat GPT, and it's starting to make a lot of noise, man.
I heard that like one time. I was trying to figure out what that was, or you actually explained that. Oh shoot, I need to see what's up there. When did you find out about that?
I have been hearing about it. I had been hearing about it here and there, but now it's just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Even if you scroll through the Apple store or the Google store, man, the Play store, you're gonna see a whole lot of apps for it.
Mm.
But I know I did bookmark one article I seen on it while I was gonna sit down and read, and I was gonna start go ahead and get into it so I get a head start on it, man. Because one of the things I caught my eye in the article, they saying people was using it to they done banned it in schools because people was using it to cheat on tests. That's how sophisticated this software is, man. You know what I'm saying? So I think people need to get a grab on it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
And how I can
wow.
tell I done changed, man. And I'm really for what I say I'm for. I'm really for the people because I used to have a saying like, man, the only game I'm gonna give a person some game to kill themselves. You know what I'm saying? Why would I give somebody some game to compete against me? You know what I'm saying? But now I'm giving out game, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things I want to talk about when we talk about the people that say no's, and it'd be kind of like a slap in the face because, like, how can you tell a person no that's willing to sit down and take their time to help you and promote you? You know what I'm saying? Like the few people I
Man,
had
you
a
have
few
people a lot of got egos, man.
right. And then, like I said, people ask. There's some people that ask in a slick way about ask about getting paid. Like, well, what I'm getting out of it, man? You gonna get more out of it than I'm getting out of it. We promote your brand. We promote your book. We promote your music. We promote whatever you got. You're gonna get more out of it than I'm getting. I ain't getting nothing out of it, you know. But like I said, man, I
Man,
just
I'm
sit
trying
back
to
and
tell
wait.
you, it's a win-win.
I think I just sit back and wait and get man on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Because I think anytime somebody extend an invitation to help promote you or assist you in any type of way, the first thing a person think is like, how much it's gonna cost me. You know what I'm saying? But it has shocked a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? When they be like, man, come on, we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna get man on the back end. You know, Rome wasn't built overnight. You know, everything take time. And the same rules I applied in the street, I apply to my regular life. You know what I'm saying? You got to crawl before you can walk. You know what I'm saying? You didn't start off balling. You know what I'm saying? You had to start off with a half, then you get a quarter. You know, get a quarter, then you get a half, then you get a whole. You know, that's the thing. Another thing about now in time, man, people got a microwave mentality, man. They want everything right now. But like I said, I know I'm gonna get man on the back end, man. And when people like you and I appreciate the compliment, this giving me my flowers and giving me my flowers, man, and recognize the movement. You know what I'm saying? That's what make me go even harder.
Oh yeah, man. We saw the potential in like a few years ago. You was out doing your thing out in the car field. I think I originally saw you on you did something with the Dream. You know the blogger, the YouTube blogger,
Oh
the
yeah,
female.
she had came down. She had came down from Chicago to a car show we had in Ohio.
Then we
And then,
end up getting the book or whatever, checked it out. I'm like, okay, man, you got a hell of a story. Let's get them on. Man, you
I
pretty much
appreciate
one
it.
of the early people of the Writers Book Club to be real about it. You was like right there, my other platform.
One of the first. I like being the first. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, you was like right there, man. I mean, on the original podcast, you was on. You know, sometimes I have like authors on the show here and there. I love books myself and reading and things like that. But it just seemed like after that and a few other authors that came on the show, man, the Writers Book Club pretty much took a life of its own, man, which is crazy.
But you're doing your thing too. I see you had Young Bleed on there, Ugly
Oh, he,
Money.
he he gonna be actually he gonna be on next week. He didn't. I was having computer issues last night.
Okay, yeah, you doing your thing too, man.
Yeah, it was supposed to be he was supposed to be on there last night at 10, and I was supposed to have Missy Stone on at 11. Yeah, my MacBook say now I can't do it, man. That laptop say, hey, I'm done.
Yeah.
But oh yeah,
I ran into a technical difficulty a time or two, man, and I ran into one night with the StreamYard, so I had to go ahead and jump on the Zoom and just record it and then put it up.
you can go
But
live with I know you gotta pay for it, but you can go live on Zoom. I've been practicing on it.
oh yeah, I didn't know you
I
could
think
go
it's
live.
like same prices. I think it's like let me see how much is that. I think it's like $12 or $13 if you want to go to pro plan. If you want to have like some memory, if you want to save your shows or whatever, I think it's like
Mm.
another $10. It's pretty much like within the same price of StreamYard to have Zoom.
I think what I'm gonna end up doing, man, like I said, I do one in the beginning of the week, the end of the week, and I'm gonna start throwing some pre-recorded content in there, man. But I think I'm about to change it up, man, because like I said, I researched it, you know what I'm saying, and it really wasn't nobody doing what I'm doing, but it's like it's a different show popping up every day, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, whenever people say, "Hey, I'm ready," I gotta go ahead and take them, man.
But when it do, like I say, people think it's easy. I think just because you got a good phone and a light, you know what I'm saying, or and a microphone, you know what I'm saying. But it's more than that to it, though, man. It's way
Oh
more to it than that.
yeah, you're right about that. I think on season one, I have my old school all-in-one Dell from like 2008 or whatever. I had like a Blue Yeti mic, man. I had so many audio issues with that mic. It was like hit and miss sometimes. Now we upgrade to like the Shure mic, like everybody else got. You know, I still got my old school ring light that I'm using right now for my face, and I got my camera hooked up, behind it, and I got my MacBook Pro right in front of me. If anybody can hear me, the audio sounds a little bit clearer nowadays. I
I don't
learned
even
that
use,
from season two.
I
Make
don't
sure the
even use a
audio is
mic.
good.
I don't even use a mic. But I got a mic. I just don't use it. But I'm gonna start upgrading. I'm grinding, man. Like I said, I get me on the back end, man. I'm working on getting me a studio. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I also got a little space that I rent if I'm actually in the area, but I got my whole rig set up in my little space in the house now. But I got to finish up my little studio. I mean, I don't know you want to call it a studio. It's like a room that I rent. I just got to finish putting all the equipment on there. I bought those ring lights. I bought those lights that you was telling me about like a few years ago. I got those.
Mm-hmm.
I got those like just put up on the side. I just gotta get my camera, hooked. I gotta get my rig hooked up like I have it here.
It'll come. Just keep working.
Yeah, I'm just spending money over there, but yeah, I need to actually be shooting over there sometimes, so it won't be a big inconvenience when I'm trying to come home to do it. So what have you learned from your first season of your show to now?
I mean, you know what? I don't even do seasons. But one of the things, from my first interviews, I learned my very very first interview, I was too close to the camera. You know what I'm saying? There's different little stuff I'm learning. Then, like I told you, I have ran into a technical difficulty or time or two, with being able to get guests to come on the show from their end. Um, I figured out that, you know what I'm saying. I also figured out sometimes a person have an interesting story, and you go to interview them. When you're talking to them, it's very intriguing and captivating. But when that light and that camera come on, they like a deer caught in headlights. So I done kind of learn how to get people to open up. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you right
Um,
about that, man. I had a couple of them like that. I'm like, man, we was talking cash shit behind the camera. They be on social media or something. They be on social media too. I guess just something about like the word YouTube or whatever the case may be. It gets weird for them, man. And I do understand it's like stage fright, but online, of course.
and I also done learn, man, not to get frustrated when you get them no's. And I also done learn, man, don't give up and keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because like I
Man,
say, man, all they take is for that one person.
you don't know who watching your show. I had some big folks like behind the scenes, like man. I mean, it may not have been like a whole lot of viewers or whatever, but they saw it somewhere and they like, dang, I like
Yeah,
this.
I done had some of them too. But as long as you dedicated, man, that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely gonna come.
I mean, a lot of people don't get past 100 episode on a podcast. To be real about it, a lot of people don't get past like episode number 7 or number 8. According to like some of the studies out there, this podcast game is this real out here, man. It takes time from your personal life and stuff like that. You're not getting a dollar out of this or whatever the case may be. You got to put your money in first.
Right.
Some people blow up, but most of the time
They
you
give
got to
up
work
before
at
they
it.
do. Just like small businesses, man, they give up before they do. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Like I said, one of the things, it didn't really discourage me, but it's kind of like lead me to go in a different direction. Because like I say, every day you see a different podcast popping up, but um, a lot of people they ain't gonna have the longevity. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people they can't take them no's, and a lot of people they can't wait to get it on the back end. You know what I'm saying? And, and
Yeah,
and one of
like
the reasons,
yeah.
why I ain't, one real reason why I don't trip, because like I said, when I apply my same mathematics from the streets, man, to my regular life, I already know how it go. You know what I'm saying? Might not be getting none of it out of it today, but who knows? 6 months, a month, 6 months, a year, 3 years from now, I have a deal with Revolt or something. You know, you never know.
Sure, it can happen, man. You can do whatever you desire, man. What I be saying, but yeah, you are absolutely right about that. You just never know what's gonna happen out there. It's a springboard to a lot of stuff, man. With this particular podcast, I had some unique guests on here from adult industry folks all the way up to like regular people, man. But man, this podcast had me at I went to like political stuff. I mean, I've been to like at least 5 or 6 fundraisers. Also, I mean, you pretty much being like, I mean, it took me from like the strip club to like the political rally, man.
And that's the same route I go. Like I said, I have people from all walks of life on here. I'm in the process now of getting the ex-mayor dating on the show.
Oh
Our
shoot.
schedules we just keep missing each other.
Oh, it's coming. Shoot, just get man. This podcast got me in a lot of rooms in Atlanta, man, which is hard to do sometimes. I mean, it's a lot of rooms out there. Like certain rooms are like very hard to get to. This podcast got me in there because somebody say, "Hey, you need to check out, this or whatever," or he be talking about this or whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna come. And like you said,
Shoot,
I mean, it's a springboard for a whole bunch of other things as well.
Shoot, man, people getting bags out of this, man. You don't even have to work no more. So, tell us what we can. I know you talked about your book earlier. Tell us where we can find your social medias, also all the stuff that you got going on. Tell us where we can find you at, so we can, click on the link.
One of the things I learned, man, I got everything the same, man. It's hankintv everything. Get a copy of the book. It's hankintv.com. Um, Social media is hankintv. All social media is hankintv. I just made me a link tree, so I'm about to have a link tree in all my profiles, but it's hankintv everything.
All right, there you go, man. We're getting close to the end on this right now. We're going to chop it up after this. We're going to ask a few other questions on this, of course. So, what's common? You don't have to name the. I got to ask this question. I know you had golly, let me see. How can I? I guess so. The females that's going to be on the show here pretty soon. I mean, I know that's going to work out for you. That's going to be another great lane for you. The females that had to do their time. That's another great lane right there.
Yeah, because we don't never get we won't really get too many women's perspectives, man. And one of the things I say, man, like growing up, you know what I'm saying? Growing up before I started getting into trouble and hopped off the porch, I was always have my mom or my elders tell me like, well, you don't want to do this, you're gonna get in trouble, you don't want to do this, you're gonna go to jail. But they can't tell you how it is in jail. Like you don't want to do this because you're gonna go to jail. Ain't nobody gonna write you. You ain't gonna get no money. You might not make it out. You know what I'm saying? People gonna die. You ain't gonna be able to go to their funerals. You know what I'm saying? I think our youth, man, and our young adults, man, they need to hear the real. They need to hear it from people who have experienced it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you got to hear it from the authentic, real. I mean, some people think certain people glorify, not really. I mean, they're just telling their story and everything. I know some. I mean, anything that goes wrong, it's gonna be hard to get out of it sometimes. I mean,
Right,
I feel for the guys that's behind the wall, man. They didn't get a chance to do certain things when they was younger, and they out of there, man.
right. And then it ain't just they glorify, man. They got a story to tell, man. Man.
I mean, that's one reason I have like, quite a few of my guests, have like a past. I mean, I like a story of redemption. I want to see people win out here in these streets, man, legally.
Most definitely. That's one of my whole goals, man. I know it can be done, man. That's why I say, man, people who know me. Man, I done been through everything, man. You know what I'm saying? And my story by itself should be very, very inspiring, man. You know what I'm saying? I done been homeless, I done been in jail, man. I done been everything. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say it. I tell people, man, I done did everything under the sun except for shop boy, told on somebody, took some ass or messed with a kid, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
it
man.
ain't really
Oh
too much.
yeah.
It ain't really too much a person can it ain't really too many sob stories a person can tell me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, you most definitely authentic, man. You didn't punk out or nothing like that. You did that, man. Salute to you, man.
Mm.
Salute. So you
And
got
that's
any
another one.
final? Say,
That's another one. I done
mm,
did everything except for shop boy, uh, told on somebody, took some ass, messed with a kid or messed with a punk. You know what I'm saying?
oh man, yeah. There you go. He cleared that up. Yeah, y'all better not say nothing. You heard it from the horse's mouth.
So it
So
be
you
kind
got
of
any?
it be kind of hard for me to go for a person's sob story because I'm like, man, I done been there, done that. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah. So what are your final remarks at this time before we ride out?
I mean, I just want to just thank everybody for the support, man. If you ain't been through it, man, slide through, check out Hankin TV, man. If you want to check out the book Hanging in Love with the Game, you can get it at hankintv.com. Um, you got a story to tell, man. You got something you're trying to push, hit me up. Let's work. And everybody just don't give up, man. Just keep hanking. And for the people who don't know, man, the definition of hanking is when you can supply the demand and consistently turn a profit. See, hanking was another word that we used in dating. Was another word for heroin. And when a person was selling a lot of it, they'd be like, "Man, he hanking, you hanking." So I just took it, man, and put a positive spin on it, and said, when you supply and demand and consistently turn a profit. So no matter what you're doing, if you get money, another word for hustling, if you get money, selling dinners, doing hair, uh, writing books, making music, you hanking, man. When you supply the demand, you consistently turning a profit. And you got to be turning a profit. Now you can't just be breaking even or going backwards. You got to be turning a profit, and you hanking.
Yeah, you right about that. You just looking like a fool if you're going backwards, you know. But hey, I know you got to take some L's at the beginning, but you can't take L's forever, man.
Man, you can't.
I'm trying to tell you. All right, James, I'm gonna talk to you behind the background. Don't disconnect. I got it. So other than that, your boy Mr. Old School. Let me get back on the camera. I know they want to see me or whatever. Hold on, here we go. Boom. Oh yeah, there we go. The old background. I had to bring back the
Oh,
classic
background.
background. Oh yeah, of course you can catch Mr. Old School Ride on IG and YouTube. Or the way it's spelled just like that. Just put all the words together. Also on the Riders Book Club, don't forget to vote me for the C Award for the Base Radio / Podcast of the Year at the 23 C Awards in May of 23. The link will be in the bio for y'all to vote. Don't cost you nothing, of course. This also one of the founding members of the Riders Book Club from season 1, Mr. James Turner the third, aka hankintv. We're over and we out. Stay right there, Jay. Hold on.